And there we go. Listen, I've not had Dr. Pepper much during my time off because I've been trying to drink it less. The last time I can think I had it was one day when I just splurged my lunch, pretty much. And that was like a lot. That was just because I didn't think I could go the whole month in my state, being able to go that long without any form of Dr. Pepper at all. But I've been, at least it feels like a week plus I've not had, you know, such. Then again, I've not gone anywhere really. Oh, this one does like to follow me. That's annoying. I mean, I am right. You have seen me before. You are seeing me right now and he didn't drop anything to dig. Well, that's just how, okay, well, I'm not, why am I going that way? That's just how life is. Not even long, I mean, technically you don't even have to do that much back if it's 2 days / 1 night. I'm still having to get up mega early. Okay, not as early as I would have to if I started work at 7, but still having to wake up early. Earlier than normal, like 7-ish. Okay, I don't have enough for that level. Also, that fucking demon decided to spot me from here. No one thing that through. So are you just trying to unintentionally gaslight yourself or something? Nope, I'm not hit you. Can only assume that it's the case. Oh, bollocks. There we go. Hiya! And nothing again. You dropped 1 ember for me so far. That is it. I think maybe 2. I am on 12 right now. That's all he. That's all he wrote. This is what my luck gets me. I can have times when it's really amazing for 1% of the time, but the other 99% I'm having to slog through it. Yes, is it because it's entirely because I'm not leveling up my luck, because I don't need to level it more than I should. It's my least favorite, well, one of my least favorite choices for how they did the stats. Then again, Dark Souls 1 had the resistance stat and they didn't make full utilization of it, so I can't harp on them too much because there's always been using one redundant stat, but this game makes it worse in the fact that you do have to use a level up spot just so you can get some items easier in case what you plan to go for does require killing someone over and over again.
Farewell, Ashen Maiden.
Going to be absolutely fair, what else were they going to put in it? Because, I mean, Look ended up just becoming arcane. And apparently arcane is a viable option. And in this game, I wouldn't say as much. I'm guessing the only other option would be to just get rid of it. Yeah, that only went up down by 1. It's now 333. Actually, what I can do, because it's me, when I get this Greataxe, I'm gonna go straight to Rosaria, take the 3 levels off of Faith, and put them into Vitality or something. I know it's not gonna be much, but if it means I'm gonna be closer, being able to mid-roll without needing the path ring as such. Why am I trying to go that way in the corridor? That's not helping me. No, how are you giving me nothing again? I'm pretty sure at least with the other one I had majority cases where I was getting one thing, even if I wasn't the biggest fan of it. No, actually, no, I tell a lie, because it did often feel like I got nothing, because 10 luck is not enough. I don't want to, you have to level it up just to increase item discovery. I mentioned it many times, but how Dark Souls 1 handled it was much better with humanity. Still have the ring to, increase it. And then have the Symbol's Avarice extra item discovery, but it's a separate thing from levels, so you can just have it as an extra thing. And humanity's adds extra defense, I'm pretty sure. So even then, it adds on a lot more than just luck. Picking up a level up slot. Okay, if you're doing a build, which I've tried to do before involving luck, it doesn't go well. It's not really as viable. Then again, I was trying it with dual weapons, like the twin blades. The sellsword starts off with those pretty much, and it did not work well. Nothing again. I'm going to end getting the fucking field before I get the Greataxe. I know it. Yeah, the stream is unfortunately turned into another one of grinding. Game's fault, I would say. Well, my fault for deciding to do the run in the first place, and the game's fault for not making this today be minimalized. And why is he here? mean, okay, it was one of the things on the list to do. Because what I'm gonna do with that list of games to play, as only about pays for Twitch, I'm not gonna add any more onto it until all of them are done with. It does mean it's gonna take a while for the Old Republic epilogue, because I know how long those take. And that's for the whole thing. It will take a while. And I'm not really gonna be able to speed it up pretty much, just at all. Some of the other stuff may be able to take 1 or 2 streams. Well, okay, Legend of Zelda would take about 1 stream if I knew what I was doing, but I do not. I'm having to go based off lack of memory. There's no instruction guide, just going off watching people do randomizers the Legend of Zelda enough. So at least I know what the bosses mostly are. I don't know what the ending has to be like. In terms of how to get there and stuff, no. Or where any of the secret bomb places are, no. Oh my god, how is there nothing again? What is wrong with you? What is with, okay, Link to the Past, I know more, but it's still gonna feel less because at a certain point, yeah, I stopped playing, I can't remember why. Ah, but that's gonna be on the difficult side. How? No. No. It doesn't make any sense. How would I say something that only you would know? Because surely that would mean I would also know. You just create a paradox for yourself. I'm getting the double from that guy, but I don't need them. I can almost one-shot them. Almost. Yeah, but I'm not a voice in your head. You said you think. There's no guarantee on that. That's a guessing. Or maybe I'm just tricking you. You know, as voices in your head do. How is this motherfucker gonna give me nothing? So many times in a row. This is just absurd. The fact that it's nothing, not even a piece of armor, would still piss me off, but not even any of that, not even the shield, as I joked about earlier. I'm getting nada. That's the only piece of Spanish I'm gonna fucking remember. That's nothing. Wait, no. I also know the Spanish for no, which is a no. I don't know how they came to that conclusion to just use the same thing. It means it's really funny when you say you know Spanish and all you just say is no. I mean, it's not wrong, but that's the only Spanish you know. guys are not okay, that did almost do a lot. They're not as bad as they are in Dazzle's one. They really did nothing. Why is this guy so fucking stingy? I've had nothing. This is why making it so that weapons that are hard for them to drop are just really rare is not a good decision at all, because it means you spend more time playing the fucking game. Especially if you're really stubborn like me and you decided not to use the Crystal Sage Rapier, because that would have made it easier, but that would go against the rules. Self-imposed ones I know, but what if you wanted to play for just like great swords only? And then being like, well, I can't use Crystal Sage Rapier because then I'm using it. It would mean making it so that the Black Knight Greatsword would drop easier. As I said, if I got the Greatsword, it should be possible for me to get the Greataxe if the Greataxe is double the chances. It's double my odds. I think that just means it's more in the case of it's 4% for of anything to draw, including the amber. I may have to check that again. That could be wrong. Still nothing. Oh wait, no, he dropped the Black Knight armor. That's what he dropped. I thought it was nothing because the thing I was picking up, I'm pretty sure was supposed to be the corpse of this guy. So he did decide to drop something finally, even though I already fucking have it, the pleb. I know it sounds like I'm still complaining. I'm half complaining. I'm complaining that it's a repeat, but happy that he managed to actually drop something. A rarity. And I don't, surprisingly, let you know, I could, because I do have enough for a level. Good. Because I had enough for Planet Shards. Give me over 2k.
Well, then take.
Oh, right, what am I trying to do immediately? I'm not selling anything. What am I doing?
Ashen 1.
Well, then take.
337.
Farewell, Ashen Maid.
Or 362. It is definitely a weapon that would benefit from the Grass Crest Shield. And I feel like I've already gone past where it is, because I want to say that's in the area right before the Road of Sacrifices. Maybe it's in the more poisonous, no, less poison, darker area. The game. Not changing much with that guy, but it should be able to make it so that I can one-shot the dogs. Nope. One more level's gonna have to do it. It wouldn't likely be done by now if I could upgrade my brains up to +3, but no, I can't get the iron for that. At least not yet. Oh, come on. Oh my god. No, that... First time I was stunned, second time even trying to roll out of it was not feasible. I'm gonna get all these shards now and get nothing in the final product. Okay, that is a dog that is really hyperactive. That's nice. Yeah. Oh, and he didn't drop nothing yet again. Oh, I'm gonna be here for hours. Hours where they drop nothing. These the only one until intended graves, and that is too far away for me to even consider it. I'd rather have it here and now. I know you could say ultimately it would be best to not try and go for it until later. I'm not going to do that. I see the opportunity to get the weapon as soon as possible, and I shall go for it, regardless of how long it takes, and regardless if I'm using it or not. I want it done and over with so that I'm not having to think about it later. So weird that they like to put the black lights so sparsely together. Well, in the fact that there's only like one near found cube, and then there's one all the way down here, and then there's not any more until intended graves. And even after that, I don't think there's any more. Granted, there's not going to be as many as originally before. like that few and far between. How many ones and also one? Because if there's how many individuals one killed? I want to say at least 4 because I think one of them is no 5. One of them is a duplicate. About 5. And then okay, there's one in the burg, one in the parish. There's one in Tomb of the Giants. Right. Wait, no, there's also one in Mountain Gardens / Basin? I don't think there's any more. None, you know, around Blighttown. There's none in the depths. I know more than this game. I did say that the ship was likely going to be dropped, and I wasn't wrong. Okay. We're slowly getting there, even though we can easily just get duplicates. Because they're not exactly off the table. This is the drop rate in Dark Souls, it's shit. You don't need that for shit as Pokemon. But at least with Pokemon, in most cases, the item may not be the most common, but it's not going to be that difficult to find a Pokemon use Thief every time. Still, usually a faster. In most cases, it's a faster process than what I'm trying to do, unless it's a Chansey. You mean just you? Because there's no one else here saying anything. I mean, seriously, no one else is saying anything in the chat. I don't know how many are watching. Well, it says there's 2 people watching it on YouTube right now. But at the same time, I've seen no comments from anyone who is on the other side. Well, one of the other sides. Really? And that's 5 years. Who's changed from the last 5 years? Your own? Well, I'm guessing you're not wanting to reveal as to who that is? Or you're trying to just say that you have... Are you just trying to say that you have competition or something? Or that you are the competition? No, I didn't want to drop anything. God fucked. Also, bit of weird trivia, but I don't know how. But anytime one of my videos gets blocked in a country, it's always Russia. Because that Brutal Legend stream, one of the songs from Ozzy Osbourne is not available in Russia. And right now I don't know who it is, so you just keep me in the dark intentionally. Ah, that's still not ringing a bell. Well, in terms of, well, we're trying to go with the username. Did I not mention that there's just Kappa demons and stray demons around here? And also Taurus demons, just so many of them. It's weird because in the actual game you only fight like one Kappa. Actually, wait, no, it's not, because there's also the demon rooms where there was actually quite a few for some reason. I actually don't know what the lore reason is for that. Why they put like one up above and then one guard in the depths and then put quite a few of them just in the demon rooms. I know they're both demons, but then why is it that the ones up at the bosses were that significant? So significant they had to be an individual boss. I know it's on the understanding of you become so powerful that they just become a regular enemy, but that makes them less significant as a boss though, if they just appear as a regular enemy later on. Oh. Go for one more swing and then I'll level up again. To be fair, Harry's not been seen in these streams much. By how often I have streamed. Almost every day of February. I can only say almost because there's been some days where I just, well, I know one reason that I didn't because of how long it took for VODS to upload, and then I think there may have been some other days where I just took them off because I said I was going to be doing 6 days and not the full on 7 a week. I've got to give myself some form of a break. Or some, at least have one evening to myself. Especially when quite a few times it'll be like I do my stream and then sometime afterwards I would also end up be doing the group activity, which may or may not get streamed. Or even happen. How's a repeat of the armor? You fucking diabolical twat. Again, we have to be extra careful to not turn off that Black Knight sword, otherwise it's gonna be gone forever. And so the only thing I'm missing that I've not gotten any duplicates of on this one Black Knight is the gauntlets. Somehow I was imagining the gauntlets and helmet is what I'm missing. 340
Farewell, Ashen Maiden.
or that. Wait, still 362? This is because I haven't leveled up dexterity at all. After 18, I just haven't touched it. Well, probably because it is a strength weapon and it does level in this. It needs a C now. But there's one annoying part of my carpet, but two parts. It's not sitting flush. I don't know if that's because I have to try and extend it out a bit. But I mean, that's nice enough. Well, where the fuck is he going? Still got a bit more. I mean, I wouldn't mind going my concern a bit more. Just if I'm in a state of being really pissed off, which is the state that I was in earlier this stream, I'm not going to be in the mood for that. And I'm just going to be more in my way to be more pissed off. Yes, if it seems I'm a bit on the cheerier side. Fuck! No! Oh no 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 no. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that kind of is part, well, point, because if I really felt uncomfortable, either I'd make it into, well, the tone would give it away, or I would just flat out state it. Because I know sarcasm would go too well. Well, actually, no, the amount of times that I've done sarcasm with the Americans, and they just did not fucking get it. You know, they really did prove that stereotype that they don't understand sarcasm. I'm not saying that all the time I probably fucking do, because some people hide it really well, but I don't, sometimes it's just a little bit of sarcasm and they just don't see it. Still got the one more combo. Right. Which I have a few times, just being like, that's not it. Even though the tone can definitely still either make it sound like I'm wanting it to continue or not, but I will try as much as possible. Unless I have to flat out state it, then if I have to flat out state it, then you know it's gone a bit too far. Like, no emotion, just be like, can you stop, please? Not even a plea, just like, I'm so fed up with it. And that's nothing yet again. I want to strangle this Black Knight. Yeah, which is exactly a good thing. Got it. Except he's now seen me and he's gonna follow me down the stairs. it. How did you survive all of those spawns? Not where you may not. And this grind arguably is worse than a Pokemon grind. On the level of, at least with Pokemon, if I get near the end, right before the Elite Four, then I can apply my candies. And in this, that's not a case. And normally I'm not trying to go on forever for one item, unless it's the fucking lucky egg. That was Hong Kong Soul Silver's fault, not mine. I'm gonna have to watch that video again. Could have definitely been edited better. My mic quality even back then was shit. And that was originally my longest series. Oh god, with only psychic types, because did I kind of try to rush through it a bit? And as this was when I mostly did 3-hour streams. Well, about 3.5. Also when I didn't know as much as I should have. And not wanting to redo that series, I would be fine with replaying the game with a different setup, just not psychic types. And learn the hard way that grinding in that game because I didn't use the AK is awful. But that's not going to be happening for a while because I may have some Pokemon stuff on the list, but they are not happening for a while. I feel like in the past I gave an estimation for when it would actively return for Pokemon solo content, but I don't know how far in the future that's gonna have to go. And whether that's in the form of the remake that's in the list, or playing Colosseum for the first time. I mean, yes, I know it could be the same with like Dark Souls / Soulsborne as a whole. The only difference being that Pokemon a lot more games than just mostly. Yeah, it's mostly been Dark Souls 1 and 3, and then everything's just been the long series. Because it's going to be part 23 later. Like next week. That's gonna be a fun one. Because I still don't know how close I am to finishing Elden Ring at this point. If I defeated potentially the hardest boss in the base game. And it's an optional one as well, but I still was like, no, I will not have her defeat me. I will fucking do it. And I eventually did. Unfortunately, in the short, concerning that I did not get to 1,000 views. It got to about 995, but no, in a few months' time it could resurface and come back up again. Because some of my shorts have done that weirdly. I don't know how or why, but not by massive amounts, but just enough for it to appear in the thing of like video activity within the last 40 hours. I had a feeling you were going to be saying something like that. Yeah, I mean, I'm still at the point of where nothing is getting close to my close to Amber Rose video. Like how that has gone that many, I don't know. And my next closest is at like 7,000. If my entire channel was like that, getting between 80,000 and 7,000 views, yeah, I would be monetized by this point and doing a lot better. But no, life took a different path, so I'm not that lucky to get between 18 and 7k on every single every video. I mean, I absolutely know that I would have had a lot more if I did not make the final version of my Transformers 40th anniversary music video of Premiere, because this was still the point where Premieres would just get mixed up in the algorithm in such a way that you get less views on them. I don't know if they ever fixed it, but I know at the time when I released the video it didn't, because it got a lot less, like under half the views of what the original did, which is depressing. And because it's a Premiere, it's just not going to appear in the algorithm yet, which I don't know why. They put a lot of heart and soul into that video. I know it's just clicks, but not. Could be a Magnum Open offline, or it could just be they didn't do well part of it. The copyright song shouldn't fuck it over, but how well it does just meant that would have gone no money. But yeah, I would say it's because of the Premiere. Nothing. But I still stuck by the decision I was wanting to do. You know. Then again, I got like no views on that clip reel. I mean, I had fun with making the opening more than anything else. I think that one was also a premiere. I just have learned now that I'm not going to make any more premieres at all. There's no point. I mean, it's like, yeah, schedule them for certain days, but no premieres because then I know it's going to tank my heart. Oh right, I didn't realize 21,000. Ah, not for level. It is, so I can do this one and get another level. Okay, we're reaching 10 PM. 50 minutes time. Oh, you can try that, you tricky bitch. And give me nothing in return. I've also actually doing this will eventually just make it easier for the two bosses I'm gonna have to defeat. The one's near here and the one up top of the demon is it old Demon King? Am I thinking too much of a Outlaws 2? And then Vornia. Vornia I know, but in terms of the old Demon King, like I say, it could just be the same name as the Dark Souls 2 boss. I know that. Well, probably had to feel it. 26 regular tie-dye shots at a time when they're not necessary. Still just the gauntlets now at this point. I've not had to duplicate all of that. Not using those. I don't know if that's going to be necessary. I'm not, my stuff does not involve the fire. And I'm just going to keep the rest in rare scenarios.
Then take.
A 364, that may just be able to tip the edge. I don't know. Also, even though my right hand, which I've not talked about much in this stream, is mostly healed apart from where the scab is right now, for some reason, the very end of my middle finger feels the heaviest out of all of them. I don't know what it is. It just does. It feels like it has swollen more than the rest. Even though at no point is it because of pins and needles, it just feels like there's something more in it. But now let's just see how much more damage I do overall, even if it's only gone up by 2. You are still a 2-shot, obviously. It's mostly about the dogs down here. Which I'm not going to know. Still not enough, are you serious? Oh then. Gonna have to be close to 37? Do much for this one. Okay, 3, 4, 3. Oh, that's definitely something. Hiya! Really? Even for that great effort, I got nothing. That's a fucking equal. Except that I had a lot more health. And I still did not succeed. Why must they make it so that Greataxe is not hard? Or not easy to get? Why is it not hard? Obviously it is hard. And why is it R2, R1? R2 one-handed does it? But not a two-handed R1, that's odd. Really odd. Still not got it. I'm fine with the embers. I'm fine with the embers. It's just literally everything else he could potentially give me is what I don't like. Embers and then the one Greataxe is what I'm fine with. There's me fine. Because now it means I have like 15 spare. Well, the Void on the whole shouldn't be so bad. It's just running away. Damage wise, yeah, I feel like it's not gonna be much of a problem. Just getting away. And then no Demon King. He's pretty much just gonna be a matter of can I survive the second phase. Oh, come on. Turn your back to me. This is the time when I want you to actually be not facing me. No, that's another helmet. Still yet to duplicate the gauntlets in this rate, and no greatsword either. At least he's dropping something. Like I say, that dropping something is still worse than nothing. For preferences, I would prefer it if you did not do that. That does make me more uncomfortable than it should. I'm not getting the range of the backstab. A little is undersell on it, to be honest. And he dropped nothing yet again. It's very nearly 10 PM and I don't have the weapon. Well, I didn't say by how much. I just said it was underselling it. That could have been like 0.1%. I didn't at any point specify how much. Yeah, but what would be crazy for you? But I know I've definitely met some crazy people. Nope, still more emblems. The fact that we're up to 16 And I'm still nowhere near anywhere fucking close of getting that Greataxe. Driving me a bit more insane. Although I will say there is a bit of a difference between being crazy and being insane. I mean, okay, they could be seen as like synonyms of each other. Well, surely you have a lot of self-control because the crazy obsessive person would go to the level of finding out where the person lives exactly and then stalking them. That would be way too far. Which I'm glad I've not had one of those people. Because Jesus fucking Christ. You know, I've seen enough share of that in TV to be like, anyone who does that can just fuck right off. Because they will really get to the point of when they go so far down the rabbit hole that they won't be able to get out. And it doesn't matter how much of a restraining order or in prison, they will somehow still find a way. Oh. Fuck you! I'm gonna go to full strength at this point before I get that Greataxe. Are you taking the piss? Yeah, no matter how much it's annoying me, it's not visible for you. But right in the middle of where the soul count is on the bottom right is where it says activate Windows. And I am actively refusing to activate Windows because I have not for years and just won't. I still find it really funny that you can use your entire PC mostly no problem without having to activate it, and at no point did Microsoft try to make it so that you had to or you could not access, let's say, a browser or just anything.
Welcome.
Well, I have heard that it's become easier over the years to switch over to Linux because apparently back in the day it really was very fucking complicated to do so.
Farewell, Ashen One.
How much faster? Because I have heard, well, I've not heard enough, but because I'm not wanting to get Windows 11, I've heard enough people having problems with it. No. I may have played Apex in the past, may have said to one of my American friends that I would be just playing it maybe one time, League one time, environment never played. Oh, come on! Still not enough. Well, when I eventually move out, I wouldn't mind doing that, knowing that I don't have plans for Windows 11. I'll put it here this way, there was a friend of mine that upgraded to Windows 11 like really early on, and it did not take long for us to just find many problems he's been having because of it. I rarely speak to him anymore, but back in, I think it was within the first few months of Windows 11 being a thing, and Jesus Christ. Wonder why I've been stuck with Windows 10. Well, I'm pretty sure that is Windows 10. I've not checked to see whether or not it did an automatic update thing where it just put me onto Windows 11 without activating it. I can only assume I'm still on 10. I mean, God forbid, I could have been on Windows 8. I never experienced how bad it was, but I heard it was awful. I don't have any NVIDIA related stuff at all. I'm AMD. It turned out was a good thing considering what AMD, well, what NVIDIA itself is trying to do. Definitely not cause a shortage and then say they're having to do stuff because of the shortage that they caused themselves. Yeah, I had a feeling, but I'm just making clear that I don't have NVIDIA. I know NVIDIA was seen as better years ago, but considering what NVIDIA has been doing and how that it seems like they're gonna have no more like RAM stuff, or like, was it CPU? I know that it was like gonna like run out of stuff for this year early on because of the AI databases or something. But they decided that they thought was a good idea, and then also made it so that RAM was a lot more expensive. Because I'm had to dodge that bullet again, 64 gig a few years ago. About 50-ish minutes to go, and I still am nowhere near close. Ow! Oh! Am I really wanting to use my... I have one coin that I guess I could use. I mean, what's the harm in it? But I'm not gonna get it. I'm just gonna get armor and gauntlets. It may have said on the thing no consumables, but this is the only, it's like, this is not even for damage output. This is just so I could maybe get the Greataxe, but likely not. Yeah, like I said, maybe. All I did was increase my chance by 50. I don't know if that's like an extra 5% or 2%, but it just increases chances. Doesn't mean guaranteed, because none of anything in this game, well, a lot less of it is guaranteed. Sucks. Yeah, already the gold coin is faded away. That's why you need 99 of them. Good thing they cost like 200 souls. Shit. No! Ass. Just give me the Greataxe players and I can stop bothering you. Just need this one weapon and then maybe I'll be able to get somewhere. And I've defeated no bosses at all I've done is... Actually no, I've defeated 2, I'm completely forgetting, it's just... It's been so long since that did happen that it feels like I haven't defeated them at all. I was not fully planning on getting the fucking word that I forgot. The duo? It's not duo, what is it called? When you get 2 in 1. Oh, you turned around fast, too fast. There we go. Alright, I'm guessing now in capacity. This is 1. %less. Okay, well, okay. Really was also not the problem with Elden Ring. I think the problem was the stuff, the files for recording was massive, shall we say. Only about 3 hours. Which I could do a 7-hour stream of it, but I would have to separate the recordings once every 2 hours. And then, oh god. Well, that was contingent, that was like on highest graphics or most at the highest. Spider-Man 2. Specifically the Marvel one from 2023. Well, with the PC version of that. Because I know initially that did not want to run well from my PC. And then I eventually got better stuff, and over time as it got better, but not the best. Cool. If not that, then Baldur's Gate 3. I hate that noise every time. Why did they give it that noise? Any noise they could have had. I'm like, yeah, let's make it that one. Make it sound like a ghost deciding to yawn. Oh, every time. How are you still not dead? And after all that, nothing. It should have enough for another level. Should. Not that I'm gonna have to rage quit. You know. Yes.
One. Well, very then.
Yeah, we're almost at 40 strength at this point, or level 63. We're only, 13 levels off the level that I would normally finish Dark Souls 1 at. That's just how far we've got. And I haven't even gotten to Vornir yet. Because one greatsword, Greataxe. Well, a bit of tandem thing of like a greatsword and a Greataxe do not want to spawn. Still not enough. Again, fucking ridiculous. To save my sanity, if it's okay with you, Camille, well, actually, I'm going to do it anyways, but making you aware, instead of going all the way to 11 PM, I may cut it short a bit because this is driving me insane. I haven't got it yet. And nothing else is being done until I get it. And I'd rather not go for another half an hour plus with no result. I should have died then, what the fuck? And there it is. I've not died in a while, but that was because I was getting a bit too cocky. Okay, 77. 1% loads when there's. Oh. The only way I'd normally be able to do this off stream is if I was listening to music, but because I'm not and it's just the game, I wouldn't mind just ending it slightly early, knowing that when I pick this back up a bit sometime next week, I can just get back into it. Like, because I feel like this room, I'm not gonna fucking get with a Greataxe. Okay. I picked up a few too many because may have been Steam Winter Sale or just Publisher Sale, because I did buy a lot of Need for Speed games that were on sale. Buy a few and some more. I'd have to look in my history, see which ones specifically I bought. But it was a lot of money. And I will eventually get around to playing them. I just will not play them on stream on the level of copyright music. And then my option is to just play them with no music at all. And that's going to make it a lot less fun. Okay, well, as someone who has never wanted to play Counter-Strike again, because I'm shit at it, and the only people I ever played with were people that played it a lot. I've seen stuff bad. You had that much to get it for free? Yeah, I fucking hate Counter-Strike. I mean, is it partly because I'm bad at it, but... I mean, then again, I've had cases where they would just snipe me out fucking nowhere. Fuck off. Like, I don't need to say much of, like, let's see as to why I'm wanting to stop it earlier than I normally would. This section of the stream is enough of as to why, because no progress has been made whatsoever. And all that's happening is me going back and forth and being disappointed that I'm not getting this one Greataxe. This is the point of where it's not fun, not in the case of being aggravated. And Cathedral of the Deep. And did it just fuck up the market? Because that feels like something that would fuck up the market just a bit. Oh, come on. Oh, crap. Oh, okay, not a similar thing, but... I know at one point in tier 2, pretty much what they did is that they accidentally gave everyone, or it seemed like everyone, like stuff that was supposed to be really rare, and so the entire market just got flooded with them, like with items that were supposed to be like either rare or untradeable. Well, as long as it wasn't a trickle-down economics sort of thing, because that does not work. And yes, I do remember when Liz just tried to say that that was going to be a thing that was happening. Or tried to, well, maybe think that we were going to have that as the economy. Did not work. How much stamina do you have? And you still gave me nothing. Just why? Seriously, just why? I think what I'm going to do is have 2 more attempts, and if I don't get Greataxe, then I'm just going to... I'm still going to end it regardless of what happens after the 2. But the last 2, and I'm almost dead. Actually, by this point, I won't be able to use it. I don't have the materials, so I do. I'm just sort of save them for the greatsword, because I've not used the greatsword as much in this game as I would like. And I've used the Greataxe way too much. I mean, some of that on what was my main at one point. I went until like New Game Plus 2, I don't know, not far. The weapon I was using was the Greataxe. Oh shit. Gone into the E3 it goes. One more attempt, regardless of what happens, the stream's going to have to end there. But how can you miss something that was never existed in the first one? Well then, let's just end it right here, because I did say it was the final two, and I got nothing for my efforts on either of them, and I'm slightly out on the webcam because I sit just a bit too high. The amount of times I've had to alter it for even some of the other stuff. A bit annoying over the time to hunker down further to this. Sucks. But yeah. I know this may have seemed a bit on the more boring streams, like the previous one of this, but playing the game for making it so that it's a 4% chance to get a great axe and a 2% chance to get a great sword, and it was not the most fun. But yeah, returning should be Monday, usual time, for Sonic Frontiers. I do like that game apart from one specific challenge mode. You know what is, Camille. And on that note, ciao for now.